Oof, she's a little chilly today. Welcome back. Before I start the video today, I just want to send out a big thank you to Brian on Retired for Life, because I think Brian just saved me a whole lot of trouble and inconvenience. Because you see, every few weeks for the last number of years, I've had to come into this shed, grab that ladder, chain it to the back of that tractor, or I put it in this trailer, hook it up to this ATV, and then I head off into that forest to check my game cameras. I know, GP, what do you need a ladder for to check your game cams? Well, because I don't mount them here at 3.5 or 4 feet up. I mount them up there because I don't use those game cameras for game. I use them for security in my forest. You folks know I've got plenty of security around the cabin, but I also need security throughout the forest, especially around this time of the year at the beginning of hunting season. So I use game cameras. Let's go for a drive. I've had game cameras throughout the forest for a number of years, a lot of years, and I've got a couple of those units that have had the biscuit pretty much. So I knew I needed to start replacing some of them this year. And throughout the course of looking, I ran across Brian's video on the GardePro E9 game camera. It's a Wi-Fi Bluetooth camera. Before we go any further, I'm not going to tell you it's the best camera on the market, but it's been a couple of months and I'm pretty impressed. It works. And it works consistently every time I connect to it, through the app on my phone. In other words, no more climbing the ladder, unless of course I need to change batteries. We're here. I put this camera as a test close to the driveway so I could get access to it pretty clearly. Where's the camera? It's up there. That camera boasts a whole lot of features, like a 48 megapixel picture. I think it's 1296p video, and it does a lot of things and has a number of different functions, including changing the delay response and those types of things, how long you can record for, pretty much the standard things that most of my other game cams do. But the big exception, I don't need the ladder anymore. This camera is a Bluetooth Wi-Fi camera. And at first I thought when they said Wi-Fi, it's that it could connect to the Wi-Fi in my cabin, which of course didn't make sense because that Wi-Fi doesn't go out into the forest. But what I realized is the camera itself creates its own Wi-Fi to connect to the app on your phone. It's pretty cool. Not to mention, that app gives you access to all of the programming features, including checking your footage and taking your footage with you when it gets downloaded to the app. So you can either hang around on the ATV, check your footage, delete it, close the app, or you can download it to your app, go back to the cottage, put your feet up, look at your footage, and then come back to the camera later, connect again so you can delete them. Let me show you how it works. This app is free, and there are no monthly charges or any type of subscription fees, which means it's my kind of product. You're going to see there's a red banner at the top. I'm just going to touch that red banner. I'm going to ask it to connect to the camera. It's connecting currently through Bluetooth, and then it will establish its Wi-Fi and connect. Searching for the Wi-Fi. Wants to join. Join. Connected to the camera. You'll see that the camera now up the top, that banner changes to green, and I'm going to start. You'll see everything you need to know, as well as a number of the different programming features are right in this app. So you don't have to get up on the ladder, check the game cam, or do it from the game cam itself. You can do it right here on the app. I've got 33% battery left. About 2% of my SD card or my memory card is used. Temperature, 300 photos. I may not do this all on the video for you guys. I don't use videos right now. I haven't tested that. And now I can go to the bottom here and I can check gallery. And here we go. And there's a bunch of photos it's been taking out of the driveway. Not bad. That's me coming in yesterday. What else do we have on here? I think we've got some great shots. I've got the sensitivity up really high, which means basically when a branch or leaves blow, it takes a picture. Gets a lot of pictures. So we'll definitely run through these later and delete them. If you're not sure how to delete them, you just touch and hold one of the pictures and let go, and you'll see you've got little circles that have shown up on all of these pictures. You can either click select all here, and that highlights all the pictures, and then you've got a trash can at the bottom. You can just delete them. That'll delete them out for you. Or you can just select certain pictures you want deleted and then hit the trash can and it goes. You can also share these either through email, or you can save them right to your Photos app on your phone if you want them for later. Not bad. And of course, I've got a couple of animals on here. I think we got fox. I think we got that bear again. And I just chased a coyote out of here the other day. Or rather, he chased me, I think. So I can go through all these photos, pick the ones I want, save. I can send them, email them, text them, do whatever I'd like with them. And I can delete them out of the SD card right here from my phone. No need for the ladder. No need for the hassle and the inconvenience. It's pretty simple. That's it. I go back there. I am connected. There's all my information. As you can see here, I'm at 31% battery so far. Nice thing about this is you don't have to shut it off. You just close the app and it shuts the camera off from the app, and within about 30 seconds it reactivates the camera to continue working all on its own. You don't need to reset it yourself manually like the rest of the cameras. So that's a bit of a game changer for me, that's for sure. No more hauling that ladder in, especially in the winter or in the middle of black fly season. It's a lot easier, and assuming this thing makes it through the winter, I'll definitely do a follow-up video for you good folks. It was about $140 Canadian, so that's a pretty reasonable price for a game cam. But there are two things that I don't like about the camera so far, or that I'm a little concerned about. One, not a big deal, but you can download those pictures, as you saw me doing there, to the phone, and I can head back into the cabin, but you can't delete them unless the app is connected to the camera and it's active. So you can go back, check those cameras or check those pictures, but in order to delete them out of the app, you have to come back out, connect to the camera, and then do the delete or erase what you don't want. And I just think, given that it does so many other things, I thought that would have been kind of a given. But hey, for 140 bucks, it's not the end of the world. Flying south. The second thing which I am concerned about, it's only been 9 weeks and the batteries are down to 30% already. That's not good. Now, in all fairness to the company that makes these, I guess the name of it's GardePro, right on the second page of the manual, it says or recommends that you use Energizer lithium batteries, AA batteries. And it says right there that if you're using regular alkaline batteries, you're not going to get a lot of battery life. So it's not that it was a hidden issue. And I, of course, bought the cheaper alkaline batteries. Lithium batteries, they're about 60–65% more expensive than the alkaline. But once these run out, I'll take the plunge, I'll throw those lithium batteries in, and then we'll check it to see how much life we get out of those batteries. Most of my other cameras, basically on average, I get at least 8 months out of a set of batteries. And it takes 8 AA's just like everybody else does, so they're not cheap. But hey, I'm gonna test this through the winter before I buy any more, because you know me, I like to try them. If they can make it through a winter here, up in this part of Ontario, then the product's good. I have considered cellular-based game cams. I know a lot of people recommend them, but up here, at least on my cellular plan, it's an additional charge for every single camera on top of the cost of the batteries. So for me, I think I'll save a few bucks and I'll stick to this type of camera. But I was pretty impressed with this Wi-Fi style. I think that's a great improvement. It's the first camera I've had like this. And I wanted again to say thanks to Brian for pointing them out, because I was just in the midst of looking, and that's kind of confusing. They all kind of look the same. But performance so far over the last 9 weeks, it's been good. So hey, that's a wrap. I hope it was helpful. I hope you folks enjoyed it or found it informative. Have a great week. Please be kind to one another, and I'll see you again right here. I'm Gord Potter, and you've been watching GP Outdoors. Cheers.